Hello. Haters will stream. Haters will say he will never stream in July. Not only are we streaming in July, we are going to be streaming for most of the rest of July. For just the majority of the rest of July, we will be live on stream. Be excited. Stick around for it. Last time I went on Twitter, I scrolled through my home feed, and I decided I'm never going to do that ever again. Reddit did that to me today too. I was on Reddit, and there was some comment about how bad Canada's getting, and it was like shit. I just missed my mouth with this water bottle. Instead of putting the top lip on the bottom part of the bottle, I put my bottom lip between the top part, and then I had to like commit or just decide to abort. But I committed, so I just had to like slap the bottom of my lip, like bottom into the bottom of the fucking bottle neck there. So there we go. Like, should we actually play Power Washing Simulator? Okay, I just bought this. I've never played it. I went over here to menu to check the options, and it says Washing Mode Legacy, and I'm scared. Wetness VX, those are on. You know, just Shadow Resolution 4096. Why not? All right, so this I don't know what we're gonna do. So this is what we're gonna do. All right. Any new Skyrim NPC stories? So many. Had a chatty exterminator here 2 days ago because I found a hornet's nest in the backyard. I was out there actually doing some yard work for once in my life. This was the title of the stream should have been. Man who doesn't do yard work is gonna power wash some fucking buildings and cars, even though he doesn't mow his lawn. I was out there doing some yard work for the first time in my life, and I'm like pruning shit around the back deck that we don't use ever. And like a hornet comes out and is like buzzing around me, and I'm like, huh, okay, there's a hornet. And I'm like on the step, just going to town on this like tree that's growing through our deck. And I'm like, oh, wow, weird, a second hornet. And it's like, oh, okay. Oh, wow, look at that, a third hornet, 4 hornet, 5 hornet, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm like, oh, that's a suspicious amount of hornets. And I step back and I look under the top step that I've been on this whole time, and there's just a fucking hornet's nest just below the step. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I, rolled up the rim out of there, and yeah, we got an exterminator to come in, and he was very, very chatty about that. I mean, I probably could have dealt with it if I was brave, but I'm not. And like I don't know. I was afraid I would mess it up. So yeah. The joke I was gonna do was that I said that when we came back before we streamed Zero Time Dilemma, I was gonna stream a game, and I quote, that no one gives a shit about. All right. So, the joke I was going to do is that I was going to stream Megami Tensei 5 or whatever. Megami Tensei 5. I was going to stream that and just sit on the main menu so there's the joke. Please laugh. +2. I want the credit without making the joke. I'm late. What have I missed? You've missed nothing. You've missed nothing. Oh, the chatty exterminator. Yeah, so he was very chatty about his work. And I want to make it clear, I'm not making fun of him by saying this. I thought it was funny, but also, a little unusual. Like I go out into the back and I show him, and I have to preface this story with it's a short story. I don't know why I'm prefacing with anything. I had been awake for over 24 hours as I'm back in the backyard showing him the hornet's nest that's under the step that he could have found on his own with my amazing directions, but I still wanted to show him anyway. And he is like, he's chatting with me about it, and then like I'm like, you need anything from me? He's like, no. I'm like, all right, man, like, good luck. And I go to walk back into the house, and he's like, no, this conversation's not over. I want to talk some more. And I'm like, okay. So like, he didn't actually say that, but that was what like he did the hand thing, like, like, whoa, hold on, like, we're not done talking, like, and I'm like, okay, like, what is there to talk about? And then he goes into vivid detail about what he's about to do to the hornet's nest, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I don't need to know that, but all right, like, this is happening, I guess. So he's like, so yeah, what I'm thinking of doing is, like, I'm gonna, like, he's like asking me, like, almost like he's asking if I agree with his approach, and I'm like, I don't know. I called you. Like, if I knew what to do, I wouldn't have called you. And it's just like, so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like blast it in the middle of the hive, because it was raining today, so they're not going to be out. I'm just going to blast it in the middle, and then all the foam will expand inside, and then, and then I'll take care of it. I'm like, okay, seems good to me. And he's like, I'm like, can I leave now? And I'm like, I take another step, and he's like, I'm standing on my front porch at this point, like hand on the doorknob trying to go inside. And he's like, yeah. And then after the foam foam expands, all the ones that are currently, you know, not at home, they'll come back later and they'll go inside and then, you know, they'll get the foam on their hands and then they'll groom themselves and then they'll get it all over themselves and then they'll die. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, kind of morbid, but that's what I do. I kill things. Ha 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 ha. And I'm like, go inside. So, like, again, I'm not making fun of the guy. It was fine. Like, I know he wants to be chatty or whatever, have some rapport or whatever. But, like, you know, I was like, okay, like, what's going on right now? And then I went back in and I told Lily, like, immediately what the guy just told me. And I was worried he heard me because I did the laugh really loud. I was like fucking Titus in the kitchen. I was like, oh shit. I hope he did. Anyway, are we doing career mode? I don't know. Clean the van. All right, we're cleaning the van. Why are we getting paid for cleaning our own van? Are we gonna find money in there and also a box that has a like a vintage N64? And there's details. All right, cool. All right. Okay, should we play Vampire Survivors or what? Oh, they have different colors. Okay, so this is like wide but not powerful. Okay, relatable. Smaller but very powerful. Even smaller. Oh, and then just pinpoint. Alright, so that's what it is. Alright, so. Okay, so first we draw. Okay. Oh no, I can't do the crown! Alright, he has claws. And then a smaller version of himself, which is just going to have to be a straight line. There you go. Alright, we did it. Press tab. Oh. Okay, I think yellow is the perfect mid. Harper Shaw is texting me. There's a removals van outside my nightmare neighbor's place. They're finally going. Whoever moves in there is going to need a quality pressure washer. Alright, we're in Moncton. Alright, interesting. Alright, we're in Moncton. Alright, what's good to know? I feel at home. Let's feel at home. I can't wait until I accidentally pressure wash my own toe off and I have to sit in the waiting room of Moncton's hospital for 36 hours before I'm even seen to go into like a room, and then it's another 36 hours before the doctor comes out and sees me, and when he comes in he's high on meth and or coke and or alcohol. That's great. Power wash services. Well, it's very convenient that we found a truck that has this. Can I jump? Oh, I can jump. Oh, okay, I like this game. We did it. Alright, okay, I'm done. Alright. Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, it's Decoy. Alright, so we have to find a spot where the camera's gonna be, and Decoy has to be in the shot the whole time. Alright, clean the back garden. $4.50? That's not gonna cover my water costs. You seen the cost of water lately? That's not... What do you mean? I'm not even breaking even on this show. Hey, Doc, hope you like a challenge, because I'm pretty sure I've got the dirtiest backyard you've ever seen. I'll come over to my place. That's not me bragging, by the way. I had nothing to do with it. I've just moved back to town for a bit to help my folks, who are both down to their last knee. What? And okay, and rented what I thought was a great little place. Should have questioned why there weren't any garden pics in the ad. They must have bred rhinos here or something. Anyway, my girls are itching to get out there, and I don't want them still itching when they get back inside, so please do your thing. Thanks a lot, Cal. Who the fuck is Cal? Alright. Toggle washer. Oh, I don't even have to hold the button down! Oh man, can I change it while it's oh, this is it now. This is the whole game. Alright, cool. Best Q&A ever. There's no Q&A in the title, so you know I'm good. I'm fine. Okay, so first you draw. Okay, Decoy's got something wrong with his feet today. Okay, and then alright, and his eyes, and his smile, and his little button nose. Alright, and then we get the claws. Okay, I don't think... Can we make, like... Yeah, maybe, alright. I was gonna say, maybe we can't do it. but we can. I'm getting better. Alright, and now his hair, crown. I don't even... Is it a crown or a hair? I don't even know anymore. Alright, and then there's a smaller version of him on his t-shirt. That kind of looks like that, I guess, now. Alright, and he has, hairy shoes. Alright. There you go. Masterpiece. Which stream is Decoy from? Imagine not knowing that. What is this jumping? I'm like a god. I'm Halo. I'm Master Chief. Like, what is this? I would like to do this in real life. I think it would be fun. I think I would hurt myself. Sorry, I've been too busy this month playing Sudoku and not sleeping. That's pretty much been my July. Getting no sleep and staring at Sudoku grids. That's it. Let's get cracking. Okay, do I really need to do this? Does it really want me to get into, like, the nooks and crannies like this? My god, it does. My god. Alright, okay. I like that you don't need to get, like, absolutely 100%. It's very realistic. No one does that. Okay. Does your sink have a power washer, though? It does have a hose. That does not have very powerful, you know, whatever. It leaks. So we can't put it back in, like, the holster that's next to the faucet, because otherwise when we turn the faucet on, it just, like, there's just water goes all over the counter, so we have to, like, just let it sit in the, just in the sink all the time. I tried to fix it, but I couldn't, and now we just decided to live with it, just like, you know, all problems in your life. Is anyone here older than me and can tell me, like, does that get better as you get older? Like, you know, or does it even get worse? It's just like, there's so many problems in our life that we're just like, ah, whatever, we'll just live with it, you know? Dishwasher's broken, ah, well, that's an issue for the next people that buy this house. Oh, well. This is kind of satisfying. I see the appeal. Do you like the Halo games, Joe? Ever fancy streaming them? I have played Halo 1, 2, and 3, and that's it. I've not played any others. The only time I've ever played the Halo 1 remaster was when I needed footage for a video, and I've only played the first area, and that's it. And I skipped to it, and that was it. I think Halo 1 is my favorite overall because I played Halo 1 multiplayer a lot, actually, when it first came out. On PC. I played that a lot. I tried playing Halo. I played Halo 2 the night before Halo 3 came out so I could play Halo 3 on the Xbox because I was, for some idiotic reason, I was excited. Halo 2 was not really that fun, and Halo 3 was okay, I guess. I tried playing the multiplayer on the Xbox 360, but I can't shoot with a mouse and keyboard, never mind with the gamepad, so I didn't take to it all that much, but it was okay, I guess. Halo's not my favorite series, but I did like the first one all right. It was this or Enter the Gungeon. Did I make the right choice? I'm pretty sure if I used a power washer like this on my back deck, it would shred the deck to pieces. To shreds, you say? You know, I've never watched an episode of Futurama. I mean, I must have caught one at some point, like, when I was a kid, just flipping through channels, and I must have just, like, sat there and watched something. But I don't remember. Like, if you asked me to name an episode of Futurama that I've seen, I couldn't tell you one. I've just never seen an episode of Futurama. Fuck you. I'm not saying... Whoa. What is this shit of, like, hey, I've never seen something, therefore I must think it's bad? That's not the case at all. I've never met your mom. I'm pretty sure she's a classy lady. You know what I mean? JK, I've met your mom. What did I watch? I watched some movies and I watched a TV show. And I'm about to lose a bunch of fans. Alright, we ready? Good thing that it's the power washing stream because I can turn the power washer on myself. Alright? Here we go. This is the worst time. The worst time ever is when I like something that other people don't like. Alright? Here we go. Alright? Here we go. So, I'm going to tell you how I feel about something, and then at the end, I'm going to tell you what it is. All right? Okay? All right. So, I do not think that what I watched is fantastic or great or anything like that, but it was better than what I thought it was going to be, and it used the source material in a somewhat interesting way, actually built off of it, had a pretty good budget, and it wasn't a complete train wreck, and I thought it was an enjoyable time, okay? And I am talking about the Netflix Resident Evil show. I thought it was okay. Sorry, go ahead and crucify me. I thought it was okay. I know, what a hot take. I thought it was okay. Hot take, Joseph Anderson thinks it was okay. Do I think it was fantastic or the best show ever? No. Do I think it was awful? No. It was okay. Had some really dumb moments, but you know what? So do the games. Actually, hot take. I know. Okay, let me go on, and maybe I can persuade you over a little to my side, all right? Because I also watched another adaptation. I watched the Uncharted movie. Now, the Uncharted movie did way better than the Resident Evil show, and if we go to Rotten Tomatoes, let's see. Uncharted, Rotten Tomatoes. Let's go. All right, here we go. That has... it's not telling me. All right, cool. Whatever. Anyway, I think that the Uncharted adaptation is way worse than the Resident Evil one, and apparently the Uncharted movie has launched a franchise and shit, and just like it was boring, it was dull, like god damn, it was just a bad time, you know? Like again, it wasn't completely awful train wreck. It was just a waste of time as far as I'm concerned. Right. Wait, Uncharted movie really? I was trying to watch more Resident Evil one night because I was just so enjoying it so much on Netflix, and Netflix was broken, and when it just wouldn't work. So I went over to Amazon Video, and Uncharted was there, and I was like, whatever, I'll watch this while I eat my burrito, and I watched that. I'm kidding, by the way. I was already done with Resident Evil before that, so I was watching Uncharted, and like again, it wasn't like, my god, every scene is just a disaster. It was just I don't know why they spent money on it. It's kind of like the movie version of The Last of Us 2. It's just like a really, really expensive waste of time. Like it didn't have to, you know, exist at all. Like certain people who worked on this definitely did a good job and you know, put effort into it, but like wow, this was bad. You know what I mean? Like who gives a shit? Okay, do we all agree? Those of you who have seen both the Uncharted movie and the Resident Evil Netflix series. Now, you have to have seen it. If you haven't seen it, I don't give a shit about your opinion. Okay? If you've watched both, we all agree the Resident Evil show was better, right? I have seen neither. Okay, then why are you talking? You're just in the chat right now going like, I want my voice to be heard, and my voice is saying I have no opinion on this. Like, why talking? Why talking? I agree with Joe. Thank you. You want me to take a break? I do need to pee already. I do need to pee. I need to go power wash my toilet. Joe is right. This is a paid message. Paid by who? Okay, if you haven't seen the Resident Evil Netflix show, as far as I'm concerned, it's worth the price of admission for how absolutely batshit entertaining the penultimate episode is. Okay, I don't want to spoil it, but like, I don't promise you a good time the whole way through, but the penultimate episode, the opening to that is, I was laughing so hard for so long. I don't know if you're supposed to laugh at it. I think you're supposed to, but it was very funny. It was very entertaining. Can you skip all other episodes for that one? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. What paid off? Paid off what? Oh yeah, Netflix came up to my house in Moncton and was like, oh, nice to meet you there, Joe. What we need you to do is, we need you to go on your fucking flourishing YouTube Twitch career that you haven't streamed all month. And okay, yeah, I'm with you so far. Yeah, all right. Then what we want you to do is, we want you to go on, and we want you to tell your audience, who is just like respects your opinion so much, because we've done the research, and we want you to tell them that you thought the Netflix, the Resident Evil show, yeah, that shitty show I watched the other day, yeah, you're not going to say that, though. Oh, okay, all right, how much money are you going to give me? Like $1 million. All right, we want to give you $1 million to go on Twitch and tell your audience that you thought it was okay. All right, And I was like, damn, I'm not giving up that sweet Netflix money, you know? I got my own show coming out now. Unrelated. I have my own show. Exactly how it works, yeah. I think that most people who dislike it and hate it didn't even watch it. I'm not saying it's a great show. I just thought it was okay. It was okay. Did I watch anything else? I watched The Boys season 3. That was pretty good. The Boys is like Stranger Things in that it gets better every season. Better every season. Man who agrees with the Boys part but doesn't agree with the Stranger Things part in chat being like, what the fuck do I type in response to that? That's too much of a nuanced take to fucking spam in the chat. Shit, I don't know what to do. Better every season. I do say though that I guess this is kind of a spoiler. It's a general spoiler of something that doesn't happen to a large group of people in both shows. So if you really are sensitive about spoilers or whatever, then you know, just don't listen for the next, like, I don't know however long. Okay, Stranger Things and The Boys has the same problem IMO in that they need to kill a couple of the main cast off. Like it's getting kind of ridiculous how many of the main people that have been in the show for so long just are not dying. Like, I'm not one of these people that thinks that death is the only way that you have character moment and pushing things and everything. In fact, I mostly prefer it when shows don't do that and they give characters room to grow. But the way that both of the shows have a large element of like danger and you're supposed to be worried about a lot of the characters, the fact that that hasn't happened a lot is kind of sells it short a little bit. You know, like there's not a lot of tension in a lot of the stuff that's going on. What else did I say? I don't think I watched anything else. I think that was it. I disagree because you said it. There's my chat. Have you seen Love, Death, and Robots? I have not. No. Should I? Would I like it? No. Alright. Black Mirror has a... okay, so I haven't seen any of the Black Mirror episodes after season... I haven't seen any of the Netflix Black Mirror shows, okay? So, I don't know what those are like, but... I don't think there was a single bad episode of Black Mirror before that. Like, not all of them were equally great. Like, some of them were really, really good. And other ones were like, yeah, that was alright. But yeah, I don't know about the new ones. Any chance you'll play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on stream? I mean, like, if my streaming career continues for long enough, it's gonna happen, yeah. On a long enough timeline, the streamer's chances of streaming Xenoblade Chronicles 3 reaches 100, yeah. We should do the first game, too. Second game was really good. It's a really fantastic parody of something I don't understand. Do you know I still get shit for that opinion? Still. Xenoblade Chronicles fans, man. Like, you should... I should get shit. Gotta keep me on my toes. Did you watch Mob Psycho 100? If so, what do you think? What do you think? I Uno reverses the question back to you. What do you think? Where's my ladder? Step ladder, come here. Are you still there? What race? Oh, the marbles! Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm Halo. I'm Master Chief. Can I just jump up here? Okay, hold on. I'm doing this ladderless. Yes. Dr. Washer. Our tagline is no ladder, no problem. Okay, alright. It must be like one piece. Alright. In that it's shit. Alright, here we go. Shit and too big. Okay, do we all agree that the Resident Evil Netflix is better than the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus show, okay? And I want to like add some evidence on top of this, two statements, okay? First of all, number one, I didn't watch the Obi-Wan show. but number two, I saw the clip of it where they have Ewan McGregor like fucking like hide a child under his trench coat and walk her out of a fucking base and through like stormtroopers and officers and shit, and no one notices. It's like I was like, to Weeaboo Bill, there's no way this is real. Like, this is like fucking like fan made or edited, right? And he's like, no, this is a real part of the show. Like come on. There's no there's no way. So we got some solidarity here, right? Some agreement. Like, the Resident Evil show is better than that. It's gotta be. Maybe that's only the worst part of the show. Maybe the rest of the show is fine in Obi-Wan. I don't know. I like Ewan McGregor, and I think the prequels get. Do they get too much shit? Maybe they get a little too much shit. Okay, I don't think the prequels are good, but I think they are entertaining. But maybe they're entertaining for the wrong reason. Like, I was young when I watched the trailer, when I watched the prequels. Like I didn't know enough about them to realize I was watching a shit movie. The first time I watched Phantom Menace, I was just like, oh my god, 2 lightsabers, holy shit! Like, this is cool. Oh man, you know, like lasers and explosions and shit. Like, I was so young. I liked it. Like, it was fine. And then it's not until I was older I realized I had a wrong opinion. You know, and like it's fine. Like, I remember when Revenge of the Sith. Is it Revenge or Return? It's Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith. Okay. I remember when that came out, and like, I think World of Warcraft was out by then. I was playing World of Warcraft, and there was like a bunch of people were like, oh, this movie's so good, it's redeemed the whole prequel trilogy. And I was like, oh man, this is what's going on. It's like, this is finally a good one in the prequel. And it's like, that opinion is not held up, my dude. Like, holy crap. Why is liking it raw? Are you new? Like, were you literally born yesterday? Like, what? It's the internet. You're not allowed to like anything that the whole culture has decided is shit. What are you talking about? Were you not here 10 seconds ago when I was saying I thought that the Resident Evil Netflix thing was okay? Like, I'm only saying it's great. It's okay, and suddenly like I'm a pariah because of this opinion. You know, like, it's like Cowboy Bebop all over again. Like, you know, it's. Again, it's almost the exact same thing. Like, it's not great. I'm not like, you know, getting the popcorn out and having like a yabba dabba doo time watching the show. But I'm like, I watched a couple episodes and I was like, you know, this is okay. Like, it's not great. I'm not having the best time ever, but it's all right. You know, like, Revenge of the Skywalker, best Star Wars. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen the real version of that either. I still haven't seen it. Still haven't seen Endgame. Still haven't seen Endgame, gang. Rise up. I haven't seen a single new Spider-Man with Tom Holland in it. So Tom Holland, to me, is more Nathan Drake than he is Peter Parker. I've seen him in whatever the one that comes before Endgame. And he was also in the really shitty one with when they all fight in a parking lot. What's that one? Civil War. It really was a civil war. It was really civil. Barely anything happened. What a shit movie. So yeah, Civil War. Here's the hottest take ever. Okay, Marvel fans are rabid. All right, so here we go. I'm just pissing everyone off today. This is what I'm trying to do. Okay. Damn. Still ladderless. All right. Any movie that centers around Captain America is just a waste of fucking time. The Captain America movies are. I would say before Ragnarok came out, I would have said that. Captain America movies are the second worst, with Thor movies being the worst. But Thor movies, like, Ragnarok was really good. So now the Captain America movies are just the worst ones, just really boring. And Captain America is just the worst character. Like, who cares? I just don't give a shit about this character. He's just the worst. So boring. I like Chris Evans. It's not the actor's fault. It's just really dull. Ragnarok was legitimately the worst Marvel movie. Okay, tell me you haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp without telling me you haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. Alright, cool. Thank you for that. Or Thor 1, or Thor 1 The Dark World, or Captain America, the first one, or Black Panther. Black Panther's pretty bad too. What's the other one that's pretty bad? I like Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was alright. I haven't seen Eternals, and that's also worse than Ragnarok. Yep, that's true. It's pretty true. Captain Marvel. Haven't seen Captain Marvel. Heard it was pretty bad, but it's hard to trust anyone's opinion on that because it's a strong woman. Can't be liking that. Not on my watch. Have you seen The Boys? I have seen The Boys. Not only have I seen it, I've seen all of it. Yeah, I really like The Boys. Boys is really good. Better every season, just like Stranger Things. Better every season. Is it better every season? Season 2 is definitely better than Season 1. Was Season 3 better than Season 2? I think so. I think so. You know what I really liked about season 3, and this is without spoilers, okay? It's just a general kind of commentary, okay? I'm not going to say specifics. So in season 2, I feel like everything ended in a place where it really felt like they were going to have to reboot the whole show in season 3 in terms of starting up the plot threads again. Like, it felt like a lot of things like hit like a midpoint intermission kind of thing, and then season 3 starts without undoing that, but still like just really gets back to the story really fast as well. So like I really appreciated that we didn't have to do this like 4 episodes of bullshit buildup of like, oh, here's what this character's doing for an episode, and here's this character doing for an episode, and here's what this character's doing for an episode, and it's only after this that we're finally gonna have them all interact and get into some shit together. Stranger Things, like, but yeah, I think that was one of the best parts of the show. Was I was surprised. I was expecting it to be a lot slower than it ended up being, and they just got right back into it in The Boys. Who is my favorite boy? Honestly, I think Huey. I like Huey. Is that a bad take? They're all pretty good actually. I just like Huey. Boo. I like them all. There's no like bad boy. I just kind of like Huey. You would say that? What does that mean? What do you mean? You would say that? What? Whoa, that just took... Whoa, what the hell? That's not cricket. What the... That took away so much there. Okay, is it a true statement to say that Jensen Ackles is one of the most handsome men on the planet? I think that's true to say. I think it's true to say. I don't know. Like, I'm okay with saying that. Like, Henry Cavill tier, right? Honestly, I'm surprised I'm saying this. Might even be above Henry Cavill. He is just a good-looking man, huh? Like, god damn, Jensen Ackles is handsome. You would... Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Alright. This is the new meme. Alright. This is the new meme. People are going to show up on Tuesday, and people are going to be in the chat whenever I say anything, and people are going to be like, you would say that, and I'm going to be like, oh, you would say that, and people are going to be like, what? Where the fuck did this come from? And then Merrick is going to be in the chat going, ha ha ha, you didn't watch the pressure washing fucking stream, so now you're behind. Enjoy your homework, weeb, you know, and... You would say that, yeah. There we go. Imagine missing a stream. You would say that. Who is your favorite superhero and why is it Homelander? Like, what do you mean? Like, who is my favorite superhero character on the show? Like, in a purely, like, who do I like the most as a person? Then yeah, Homelander for sure. It would be Starlight. Like, is there either any contest? It would be Starlight. Like, if you know me at all, then you know, of course it's going to be Starlight, you know? Merrick is just nodding his head right now going, you know, exactly. Merrick knows what's up. But, like, if he's watched The Boys. But if we're talking about, like, character, like what a character, like, the most entertaining character on the show, it's Homelander for sure. Like, I'm worried about the dude that plays Homelander having a career after The Boys is done. He plays Homelander that well. Like, that is just an amazing performance. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, Homelander is just electric whenever he's on the screen. He's the main character. He has the most screen time, doesn't he? Like, if you added up all the screen time, all the other characters, he's number 1. He must be. He's like Joffrey and whatever the hell, whoever played that guy in Harry Potter. I can't remember his name. Like, he's that tier of, like, you played the villain too well, so now you don't get a career after this, Lamayo. Like, oh man, you tried. That was a mistake. You know, like, that sort of thing. Okay, why am I holding the button down like an idiot when I could just hit the right mouse button? Okay, so, is Liz still here? Because I need to tell you something. She's going to be very upset with me, actually. But I need to tell you something. I just heard a chair move upstairs. Is she coming to the door to stop me from telling you? Okay, so, it was the year 2022 of our Lord. Okay? Vikoy Offsnoil. Okay? When I learned, between this stream and the last stream, that I learned that whenever you have seen Lily type a capital letter in Discord, she has been hitting caps lock, hitting the key, hitting caps lock again to turn it off, and then continuing the word in lowercase. I swear to God. 2022, the in the year of our Lord, Vikoy Austin. Does anyone else do that? There must be others. What do you mean it's faster? Did I tell the story about... I must have told the story on stream before about when I found out that my dad played... Oh no, we almost broke it. My dad played all of Star Trek Elite Force 2 with caps lock on. And it wasn't Elite Force 2, it was Elite Force 1, I think. With caps lock on. And he didn't run. And it wasn't until like one of the last missions where you had to be able to do a running jump that he realized that he had that, because I had to turn it off for him. Yeah, that was fun. How is the story of this game? It's very deep. We're ignoring it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Any interest in playing? Have you played Neon White? It pops the fuck off. Oh, we could have played that today instead of this. Yeah, that would have been a good game to try. So I saw the trailer of it before it came out, and everyone decided it was great. And I was interested, but then I was like, nah, I don't think this is for me, because the way that the cards work instead of guns just kind of feels kind of flat and flaccid to me. So, but everyone seems to love it, so I guess it's fine. Maybe it works. Just the way that you have cards instead of... I'd rather just have the guns instead of just like this card that's just like spraying the effect out, but I guess it's alright. It's no Netflix Resident Evil show. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, yeah, thank you. Can you go into a little detail about your opinion on VLR ending? Well, I don't want to, because it would be spoilers for people who weren't here for it. And I'm not talking about spoilers of the stream, I'm talking about also the spoilers of like the game itself. You know, this isn't a VLR stream, so I'm a little leery of doing that. But you know, it was shit. You probably know that already if you were there for the stream or played it yourself. It was just really bad. It didn't make any sense. It was boring, and then it's revealed that pretty much the whole story is just a waste of time, and it's just set up for another thing. It was just like, yeah, like the game itself is just blatantly like, don't you want to know what happens next? Better buy the next game. Lol. It just like there was a good story in the first one, like hiding behind a lot of bullshit, but there was still like a story that made sense and was complete and left you with a sense of, oh, okay, like I see why this was done. I have more questions, and I hope they answer them. Spoilers, they don't, but it's like there's still like some level of like closure. But like this one is like, no, not at all. It was just like. Now the real question is, does PowerWash Simulator have a better story than the boy? You would ask that. You would ask that. Joe hasn't seen Better Call Saul. No. Okay, so my general rule, when I know for sure that I'm interested in something and I'm really gonna like it, I tend to wait until it's completely out and done before I start watching it in case it gets canceled. I don't know why Better Call Saul would get canceled, but you know, like, that's my general rule. But apparently I don't stick to it all that well, because I do sometimes watch things, you know, and if I start to like it, I'll still watch it season to season. But yeah, I haven't watched Better Call Saul. No. I don't know, man. Like I enjoyed Breaking Bad, but like, it's not my favorite show. Like, I'm sorry. Is that an equally hot take? Like, it's definitely way better than Netflix's Resident Evil, but it's not like top 10 of all time. Like, it's a good show. It's just not like, oh my god, this is the most compelling thing I've ever watched. Like yeah, whatever. Like, it's fine. Like, it's great even, you know, but it's not the best. Better Call Saul is much better. I've heard that. Yeah, maybe I'd like that better. The contrarian is all. How is it a contrarian opinion to think that something that is like beloved as a masterpiece is still really, really, really fucking good, but it's just not like, it's just not a GOAT for me, you know? Like, I have enough GOATs. I don't need Breaking Bad to be a GOAT. Like, it's fine. My top 10. Number 1, Breaking Bad. Number 2, best show, like, that for me, like, that's my favorite show ever is... Overall is probably 6 Feet Under. I really like 6 Feet Under. I really, really liked it. The Expanse is probably in there, but I haven't watched the last season yet, so I'm a little... I don't really want to say that, just in case. I really, really enjoyed The Expanse. Rick and Morty goes without saying. Firefly is a hard one to put on there because it only had 1 season, and then, you know, after the fans campaigned to get another season, Whedon was like, I'm gonna do a movie instead, fuck you all. And also, I'm 1000% sure that if Firefly got more than 1 season, it would have went to shit. So it's really hard to say Firefly, even though I really, really loved Firefly, and that's like I was heartbroken for a long time that it got canceled. Like, but I know for sure, everyone knows that show would have went to complete shit if it hadn't gotten canceled. So maybe it's like a blessing in disguise that it got canceled. I really like Community. Community is very, very funny. Probably my favorite sitcom overall, if you can call it a sitcom. When it was current, I loved How I Met Your Mother, but it kind of went to shit at the end, and it's already aged kind of yikes. So, like, I don't know. Dexter, first 4 seasons of Dexter are really good. The rest that came after that had some decent moments, but I don't know if I could give it to Dexter just because of how hard it fell. Chuck is like that too. I really love Chuck, and then it just kind of falls apart at the end, which is how I know Firefly would have fallen apart too. Chuck was a really good time. Game of Thrones, I haven't seen all of Game of Thrones. I stopped season 5, I think was the last one I watched, or maybe season 4. Did you finish it? We have not even finished season 1 of You. That's how long it takes for Lily and I to be able to watch a show together around here. Not even season 1. What shows has Finn seen? Like he's a big Breaking Bad head. He disagrees with me, really. We argue about it all the time at the dinner table about how good Breaking Bad is. You know, he says I just don't get it, and that I don't understand how compelling an anti-hero that Walter White really is. So yeah, me and him disagree on that a lot. You know, not very proud of him for having a really bad opinion. The Wire. The Wire is excellent, but I haven't finished it. Something happens, and I can't remember if it was like birth of a child or something. Something happens that stopped me from finishing it. And The Wire is so dense that if you get out of it, it's kind of hard to remember everything. I was in the season with the school system, and something happened and I stopped watching it. But like, I love The Wire. I've said this story on stream before, but I have never related more in my life to a character than I have in McNulty in season. I've told the story once on stream before, I think, or maybe I was just telling someone else about it and I forgot. Is that McNulty? I think it's season 2 or season 3. He's driving home drunk. This is not the part that I relate to. I don't drive, so how could I? But he's driving home kind of drunk. He's a cop, so that's why he's driving home drunk. And he turns a corner at like an intersection or something, and he crashes into a foundation of like an overpass. And he crashes into it and just kind of backs up or gets out of the car or whatever. And he looks at it and is like, what the hell? What the hell? And he gets in the car, and the motherfucker backs up the car into the exact same position to take the turn at the exact same speed and angle as he did before, to prove somehow to himself that it wasn't his fault that he just fucking crashed this car. And I have never related to a character more in my entire life. So yeah. That's me. Shit. He crashes again. This is the exact same thing. He crashes again. This time for sure, exactly. Do you like One Piece? I have never partaken of the One Piece. Will it ever end? Does it have a planned ending? Like, do they know the ending of One Piece? Top TV shows of all time. Let's see. Alright. Let's see. Westworld, haven't seen that. Deadwood, haven't seen that. Better Call Saul, haven't seen that. True Detective, saw season 1, and you know, it didn't end well, but the rest of it was pretty good. The Wire, we just spoke about that. The 100, I've seen a lot of the 100, and I enjoy it, but it's like the Netflix Resident Evil show, which is like, it's not a great time. It's just, you know, it's okay. It's okay to good, has some good moments, but yeah, whatever. Fargo, I've seen season 1 of Fargo, and I really liked it a lot. Season 1 of Fargo was excellent. I don't think I finished season 2 for whatever reason, can't remember. Mad Men, haven't seen it. House, we just spoke about Hannibal. Hannibal was fantastic, but then it got cancelled, so I stopped watching it. Doctor Who, lol. Battlestar Galactica, nah. Daredevil, season 1 was fantastic, season 2 was not, so I stopped watching it. Arrested Development, everything before Netflix was really good, and I've only saw part of the Netflix, and I thought it was decent, but for whatever reason, I didn't continue watching it. Dexter, The Boys, Sherlock. I think Sherlock is fine. It's okay. It does some bullshit, but it's very stylish. I still like the Sherlock show. Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot would be up in my top 10, except for the finale just completely ruins it, so it can't be. But if we ignore that, it would probably be up there for sure. Seinfeld's gotta be in the top 10, right? Come on. Literally your worst take of all time. What? Which one? Be more specific. Do you have any idea how little that narrows that down? What's wrong with the finale in Mr. Robot? How long do you have, Damzo? How long is the stream? We've been live for an hour and a half. Okay, I don't think there's enough of July left to go into it. Fleabag is excellent. I saw the first episode of Fleabag and I loved it, and I wanted to watch more, and I was like, Lily would probably really like it, so I'll wait and watch it with Lily, and then anything that needs Lily and I to be able to watch a TV show at the same time is just impossible. But yeah, I really like the first episode of Fleabag. What is IMDb top 25 shows of all time? All right, number 1, Planet Earth 2. Number 2, Breaking Bad. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? So when I said earlier, what the fuck, IMDb? Okay, alright, whoa. Number 8 is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay, so I question the legitimacy of this list. Alright? And number 9 is Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson. So, come on. I gotta have some support here. Number 6 is The Wire, though. Okay? Number 16, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Arcane at 24. Come on. How is that up there already? That hasn't been around enough for long enough to put it on the top 250. It's in top 30. Like, come on. That hasn't been around enough for that. Firefly at 26. That surprises me. Attack on Titan at 27. The Office at 28. Death Note at 31. Only Fools and Horses at 32. Wow, this is a very British list. Fleabag and Downton Abbey at 93 and 94, respectively. There's a lot of anime on this list. Weebs like to vote for their shit on IMDb, apparently. Have you seen Ozark? I've seen the first 2 seasons of Ozark and most of season 3. And here's the hottest take of the whole stream. Ozark, better than Breaking Bad. I mean it, too. That's the worst part, is I mean it. Are you excited for the Resident Evil 8 DLC? There's Resident Evil 8 DLC? After all this time? I'm not... Okay, listen, people may not know this about me, but, you know, especially given the stream today, you know, like, I'm not the biggest Resident Evil fan. Please trust my opinion about the Netflix adaptation. That's why I thought it was okay. I don't know. Like, I think the games are fine. Like, they're entertaining, they're fun, but they're not. It's not my favorite series or anything, you know? Like, it's wacky bullshit, and I like it. It's entertaining, but eh. Let's put it this way, chat. When it comes to the games versus the show, I'm a showman all the way, okay? I think the Resident Evil show just far surpasses the games. Alright, is it time? Is Bikoi the only thing that's left to go? Yay! Oh, we don't get to see Bikoi! God damn it. We're just going to have to guess where Bikoi's going to be, and then we're going to have to put him somewhere. Or we put multiple Bikois around, so it's strategic Bikoi placement. Alright, so clean the bungalow, clean the playground, clean the dirt bike. Alright, I'm gonna go pee. You guys decide which one of the 2 of these we're doing, alright? Alright, so which one are we doing and why is it clean the playground? Bike? Oh, Bike-chan! Yeah, Bike-chan. Alright, cool, alright, let's do it. Do I wanna buy some stuff? Do I wanna buy some new equipment? I can't buy shit. Alright, let's just clean the bike. This shouldn't take long. Are we done? Oh man, Bike-chan, what have you been doing? Okay. Brake discs. I don't know what those are. Is it this here? Oh, we missed a lot back here. Tire. Who spells tire with a Y? Is that a bike thing? Spoke set. You have to clean each individual spoke? It's a British thing? God damn the Brits and the way they spell things. Engine. Alright, we're pretty much done. Oh, now it shows up with shit to get. Alright, I don't know what a brake disc is. Isn't it on the wheels? Like back here? You're literally and that's why I know how bad the British are. Oh, that's a brake disc. Okay. Alright, it's not that one then. It's this one. I see it. Okay, fuel tank. I'm learning so much about bikes. Alright, now we're going to the playground, right? Is it like Moncton and someone set the slide on fire and melted part of it? And they're like, ah, whatever, we're still not going to close down the playground. Just don't use the slide. All right. Okay. All right. So I have a feeling that it's going to be like, they're going to have a good view of the dinosaur, right? All right. So Decoy should go right here. All right. Now, the dinosaur, it's not going to be like, hey, I saw the whole thing. Oh, maybe it would be from this angle. Yeah, it's going to be this. Okay, so we want a big, huge decoy right here. Or should we put a decoy over here? No. Real decoy right here. So first we do the balls. Okay. Okay, so then eyes, nose, smile. All right, now the Wolverine claws. Oh man, this is my best decoy yet, don't you think? I have a drawing tablet, by the way. All right. No? Oh, nice of you to think I've done one better before. Thank you. Okay, can we oh, he needs to have a t-shirt. Okay, and a smaller version of himself on the t-shirt. Can I make this happen this time? Yes. Yes. All right. Masterpiece. Oh, he's got different colors too because of the floor. That's a masterpiece. Amazing. Amazing. I give it a year before we legitimately have to have a decoy plush. All right, there we go. Where does the dirt even go? Into the ground and into the air. Remember, you can't make something clean without making something else dirty. So we're just moving it. It goes into the environment. Oh, that's satisfying. Has there been any questions that I've missed throughout the stream that I haven't answered? You know, because I've been so good about it. Can we get your theory about what happens? Like to the playgrounds? I already told you, someone took a shit. Do you recommend PowerWash Simulator? It's too early to say. Have you read the Expanse books? I have not read the Expanse books. I would like to, though. I know someone who's reading them, and they say they're mostly good. What's my opinion on Nier Automata? I don't really have an opinion on Nier Automata anymore. Like, I realized... Automata anymore. I realized that, like, that was one of the first games I ever streamed, and learning how to stream while playing a game like that isn't really fair. So I don't really... And that's the only time I ever played it. So I don't really have an opinion on it. So I don't think I should talk about that. Like, 2B's hot, that's about it. Like, I'd have to go through it again and see. Streaming is difficult, and if you've never streamed, like, try and play a game while on the phone with somebody, you know, and try and have your attention split. It doesn't really work. Like, on the phone with someone that you're actively trying to be entertaining for, it's pretty difficult. So, like, learning that while playing a game that requires your attention enough, like Nier Automata, maybe, I don't know, probably, is not fair. I liked it, but the ending was doing a lot of heavy lifting for me, and I really like endings, so I thought it ended well. The conclusion was pretty satisfying. All right, this one has to be like, hey, use the big one. It's not. Really? Favorite stream meme? Currently, you would say that. Probably Not Again is my current favorite. Any tips for raising kids' pets? Oh, man. Like, do you want a serious answer to that? Pets, I don't think I could give you any serious tips. I don't know if I'm the best pet owner. Both of them require a lot of patience, and it also depends on the pet. Like, pet is very broad, you know? Like, what I say about, like, raising a dog would be very different than raising a turtle, so... For a serious quick answer about raising kids, just showing up is the most important part. Just being there matters a lot, and constantly second guessing yourself, even though I still do that, is counterproductive to the whole process of raising a child, where the most important thing is just to be there and be in their life. And if you're just there interacting with them, you're already doing like the vast majority of the heavy lifting, you know? Like, just being there and wanting to do your best is the best you can do, pretty much. And in part with that, which will complement it, is you need to try your best to always be patient. Patience is the, I would say, number one quality that you need to have in order to successfully raise a child and to do the least amount of damage to them, because every parent does damage to their child. And that's also the hardest part about being a parent, is being patient, which is why I'm not a patient person, I think, because all of my patience goes into, patience is like a currency for me, and all that goes into the kids, I think. Maybe I am a patient person after all, I don't know. I don't think I'm very patient. How's the response to the Elden Ring video been? I think pretty good, right? I think most people enjoyed it. I think it's my most, for the videos on the big games, I think it's the most agreeable to most people that watched it. I haven't really checked YouTube in a while, so I don't know. My dumbass thought that the Witcher 3 video was going to be out this month, and then life decided to just line up and kick me square in the balls for 4 weeks straight, so that was great. My dumbass legitimately thought that was going to happen. I was like, alright, here we go, finally going to be out, finally going to be like Breaking Bad GIF, here we go, but nope. Did you almost announce it'll be out this month? Fuck no, you will know the Witcher 3 video is out when you are watching it. I'm done doing that shit. I could tell you some more stuff about it right now, but I won't. But, like, every day I'm more happy that the Patreon's gone for that shit. You know what? We should be trying to finish shit so we can get the new power nozzle, right? There's a lot of money to be made here. What's your favorite classical piece? I don't think I have one. I don't know that much about that, sorry. Or I shouldn't even say that. That suggests that I know a little bit. I know nothing about that world. But, like, when I listen to classical music, or when I have listened to it, like, because I never choose to listen to it, it's just usually played around me, I'm like, oh, this is really good. I should listen to this. And then I don't. I listen to fucking Taylor Swift or Tom Cardy or whatever. It's just, like, I don't have a favorite, I don't think. The one that has cannons, that's pretty badass. Claire de Lune has really grown on me. You would say that. 1812 Overture. Is that the one that goes do 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 boom boom do 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 boom boom? That's probably used to sell like chocolate bars now or something. Like, yeah, what a banger. Anybody know any? This has been driving me crazy for years actually, and I'm finally man enough to admit to chat that I can't remember the song. Anyone know classical music enough to know this tune? I'm gonna butcher it, but can you recognize what this is? It goes like this. Do 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 do. Do anyone know what that is? I did it into Google song search and I couldn't find it. It just laughed at me. Fave Disco Elysium character other than Kim. Harry, I like Harry. What if they just like, off of the booming success of the Resident Evil Netflix show, they like rebooted the whole games to be based off of that canon? That would be great. I would like that a lot. Fantastic. See, this is how you're all fakers and you don't know what you're talking about, saying, oh no. The show is based off the game's canon and doesn't go in another direction with it. So haha. More fool you. More fool you. Just revealed yourself all to be posers and fakers and fake posers. Are you going to play Silk Song when it comes out? Believe it or not, no. I'm not. No. I might. I don't know. If I stream it, then like Silk Song is the kind of game that I would binge play. So, and I can't binge stream because it's exhausting. So, I don't know if I would just like fire up the stream and just not interact with chat or whatever. I don't know. That sounds boring. Like streaming without talking to chat. Like, what's the point? I need to go through some more character development. I feel like I've gone through character development lately, especially through the stream breaks. But I don't know how to do this. I need to become someone who doesn't get angry at other people getting lucky when it costs me something. Like, when I play Hunt Showdown, or like Hearthstone was annoying for this too, I'm okay with getting outskilled. Like, I'm completely fine with that, you know? It happens a lot. But when someone just gets lucky and just just domes me in the head, and that just costs me like 20 minutes of my life or whatever, or like I can't stand it. It just makes me so fucking mad. I don't want to be that person. I want to enjoy the game, because like when the game isn't that, I enjoy it a lot. We're talking about Hunt Showdown, by the way, but like just like playing a game the other night, and like I ambushed this guy that we heard coming from the top left compound on the one with Fort Karmic in it. And like we heard him coming, and it's like he's coming along the trees, and it's like, okay, here we go. And I just go out and I shoot him. I was rocking a Centennial, and he had a Sparks with a sniper scope, and like we're within, I don't know, like 20 meters of each other, and like I shoot him and I hit him in the torso and I don't get a headshot, and like he's at a range where a sniper scope is actually a detriment, and he just turns around and just whips me right in the head, and I'm just dead, and I'm like, what the or like a big one is dualies. Like if people are rocking dualies and you're like 40 plus meters away from them and they just shoot you first shot headshot, it's just so unbelievably annoying. I know that you can do that with sniper scopes and shit. Just trust Papa Joe on this one. In this instance, I'm right on the money, okay? I wouldn't bitch for being outskilled. I'm fine with it. Hot take, let people like what they like and dislike what they don't. I know that is unironically the hottest take that there can be, yeah. Unrelatedly, have you seen Netflix's Resident Evil? Could you imagine actually getting legit mad that someone had a different opinion on you about a game or a book or a movie or something? Could you imagine? Like getting fun mad is fun. Like it's right there. Like and like having a disagreement and having a heated conversation about it back and forth and everything, also fun, you know. But again, it's all in good fun, good natured. Could you imagine getting like legit mad? Legit mad. Anyone else like low-key thinks society is just about to collapse in the next 10 years? Anyone else getting that feeling? I was in a really good mood, and then all of a sudden, like something like that will hit me, that thought will strike me, and then I'll just be like, oh man, fucking hell, like. Lily had, I think Lily would be fine with me telling this story on stream. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she'd probably be fine with it. So, like, I won't go into specifics. Like, Lily is bipolar. That's just common knowledge. Common knowledge. What the fuck am I talking about? That's just public knowledge in terms of, like, if you've been on a Discord enough, you've ever spoken to Lily, like, the mental health channel, Lily's bipolar. She has bipolar 2, specifically. So, Lily's bipolar, and, she is medicated for bipolar, and you, in order to be medicated for bipolar, you need to have a doctor that will prescribe you the medication. So she has a psychiatrist that she speaks to, not in terms of like well, how are you feeling? Just like a psychiatrist you check in with every so often, and then you get your prescription, and that's it. You make sure that you're doing okay. If you need to up your dose, if you need to lower your dose, that sort of thing. Anyway, so Lily has been seeing a psychiatrist in Moncton since we got here, and to continue her prescriptions for bipolar. And the receptionist that almost everything here is done by phone. And the most wonderful thing about Moncton's healthcare system when it comes to doctors and everything in doctors' offices is that they don't answer their phone. They just don't. So like you will call them and it'll just go straight to machine, and if they have a machine, and they don't check their messages. So that's been a fun thing. That's been a regular problem. They just don't answer the phone. So what you have to do, and if you don't live in Moncton, or you don't live in a place that's like this is going to sound like complete horseshit unless it's more common than I realize. Almost every single doctor's office in Moncton works the same way, in that they will only open their phone lines properly and answer their phone for 1 hour a day. Usually it's between like 10 and 11 or 11 and 12. And you will call, and if you get answered in that time, then you get the chance to get an appointment to come and see the doctor that day. This is how it works here right now because there's such a huge shortage of doctors. Anyway, so that's how the doctors work here. The doctor's offices work in Moncton. Is that you have to call in the 1 hour a day when they're open in order to get an appointment to be able to see the doctor, or even talk to the doctor over the phone. And if you don't do that, they just stop answering the phone after an hour, and that's it. They also stop answering the phone for anything like, hey, referrals, or I don't need to see the doctor, but I need you to fax over some of my information, or email me some of the information, or hey, there's a problem with my prescription. The doctor didn't sign it properly, or they can't. The doctor's handwriting is illegible, so they can't really see it, blah, 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 blah. So if you have anything, you have to call in that hour, and that's it, or else they just don't answer the phone and they don't check their messages. Anyway, so this is a very long-winded way of saying that every single time that Lily has had to have an appointment with the psychiatrist, she has had to call, like play roulette with the receptionist to get an appointment. So she's had to call. So the 3 times in a row, the 3 most recent times that she's gotten an appointment, she has called and have to do this shit because the receptionist didn't call her to make the appointment. So after 3 times of doing this, the receptionist apparently got angry for some reason and said to Lily, okay, next time, don't worry, you don't have to call me to make the appointment. I'll contact you and call you. That's how things work around here. You don't have to keep calling me. And Lily's like, yeah, okay, all right, sure. So Lily's mad. So Lily's like, okay, I'm not calling this bitch. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for her to contact me. So she's supposed to contact her in, I think, May. So May, she's supposed to get an appointment to see the psychiatrist, okay? So May rolls about. No phone call. All right, no appointment. June goes through. Go through. No appointment. Still no phone call. All right, let's play chicken. How long is it going to go? All right, now we're into July. And it's like, okay, well, I'm legit running out of pills here. So I need to start calling now, even though we're like 2 months overdue. So then I'm going to call. All right, so now let me turn this off for the end of the story, okay? Here's we go. At this point in the story, you are probably thinking that the punchline is that Lily called to make the appointment and the receptionist got mad at her, right? Or some bullshit related to it, or said something like, well, why didn't you call for the appointment? Okay? That's what you think the punchline is going to be. Instead, the punchline is that the doctor left the province, doesn't work in New Brunswick anymore, closed her office, closed her shop, closed her practice, and they were meant to email and call everyone to say that you need to find a new doctor, and they just didn't, Lamayo. Been closed since May. Welcome to Moncton. Can you rank the seasons from least favorite to favorite? What, like the seasons of the year? Winter definitely favorite. Winter, autumn, spring, then summer. I hate summer so much. Mostly because of the mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. Mosquitoes love me. Winter's my favorite. Yeah, I really like the snow. I like, it's particularly if I wasn't in Moncton, then maybe I would put autumn or spring as number 1. But in winter, Moncton kind of shuts down, and you don't have to deal with like the hordes of Dark Souls NPCs that will roam about at night, just screaming into the streets, and also stealing anything that isn't bolted down. So like the cold really makes the city like tolerable, like because you don't have to deal with all this shit. So I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding at all. So like, yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, I think if I would live anywhere else, I would prefer autumn or spring. Alright, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I would like to have chat's opinion on this, alright? Am I right in thinking that you should never trust anyone, unless they are at a baseball game, you should never trust anyone who is wearing a baseball cap? I feel like if you come up to me and you're wearing a baseball cap, I'm not trusting you. I'm like, I want to get away from you. Like, I'm not, like, I don't want anything to do with you. If any, like, baseball cap to me is a sign of you are not trustworthy. Seems very, yeah, see, like, some people know what I'm talking about. Yes if forwards, no if backward. Either way, I think. Either way, I would be like, nah, I don't trust anyone wearing a baseball cap. Now, some people might say, what about a kid? Be like, what about a kid or like a preteen or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, well, that's fine. You shouldn't trust a kid. They're a kid, right? So the only exception is you know, goes along with it for a different reason. What about other caps? Are they good? You know what? I think it might be even hats in general. I don't really trust anyone wearing a hat. Why? Like, baseball cap is pretty much the only acceptable hat. So unless you're in a setting that requires a hat, like you're in a fancy dress place or whatever, like you're wearing a hat, I'm like, hold on, what the hell is this guy's angle? This guy is trying to pass something off here, you know, like trying to distract something by wearing the hat. I'm not saying hats are bad. I like hats. I think hats can be pretty cool. But in terms of like the social dynamic, I think anyone wearing a hat, like, they're hiding their baldness or receding hairline. Oh, so they're trying to deceive me, so I shouldn't trust them. Interesting. Interesting how you think that's a counter argument. All right, nice. Interesting. Mario Odyssey broke Joe. No, I don't think so. It's a fine game. I would put it on the same level as Netflix's Resident Evil TV series in terms of quality. Rock solid 6 out of 10. Little something for everybody. Kickstarter to move away from Moncton. Here's a Kickstarter to get me out of Moncton. That's it. And then in true Joe fashion, then he just doesn't go. Kickstarter update year 3. Sorry, still in Moncton. Oh man. You know what would be top tier content? If I ever, like, had amnesia and I could react to my own opinions and get mad at my own opinions. That would be amazing. Who said this stupid shit? Joe, it was you! Nah. Well, he didn't know what he was talking about. Fuck past Joe. Alright, this is a blue, and it's going to be done, and then we're going to have enough money to get the upgraded power washer, which is apparently going to change the whole game. It's a game changer. Yeah, here we go. Alright, here we go. Medium duty. This is just better in every way. Okay, it's just better in every way, right? Okay, it honestly feels exactly the same. Did I tell you the Hellpoint devs emailed me telling me that Hellpoint expansion's coming out, and do I want a key to stream it? Not falling for that one again. Really? 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 Yeah. It was a stock email. I get a lot of emails like that. Like, hey, you want a key for this? I never take them. I got a key offered to me once for a Ubisoft game. And I don't answer. I don't even say back to them no. Like, I just don't, because if I did that, that would be like an appreciable amount of my time every single week, because of how many mailing lists you can get added to if you're on a YouTuber or whatever. So like I didn't answer anything, and like, I don't know, a couple weeks later I get an email from the Ubisoft something department saying, you know, like, where's the video and the content? You know, like, the keys were a limited amount, and you have to, you know, reminding you that you have to make the content, or else next time the limited amount of keys that we have to send out, or you're not going to be considered for them. And that one I did answer, and I was like, I didn't take your key, and whoever put me on the list made a mistake, so, you know, check your records, you know, politely telling them to fuck off. And to their credit, they emailed it back, and they were like, oh yeah, you're right, sorry. You know, like, I don't know if they just assumed that anyone they emailed out would be like, oh yes, thank you for the key, Ubisoft. I mean, the email before that wasn't very nice, but yeah. Alright, it's time. He's going. Should we go head first, or should we leave the head for last? Head first? Okay, here's how to piss off chat. Oh. Nice. Do you like Nathan Fillion? I mean, I don't know him, so I don't know if I like him as a person or anything. As an actor, I think he's pretty good. I like Firefly, I like Castle. I also really like Santa Katic in Castle, and I hear that those two didn't get along because Nathan Fillion was a huge asshole. But whether that's just like rumors or something that was misunderstood, or just something that was like you know, something that someone said in passing and just kind of stuck or whatever, and that's why Castle stopped happening. But I didn't even finish Castle because it kind of got off the rails toward the end. But like, I don't know, he seems like an alright guy. Do you like Nathan Fielder? I am Nathan Fielder. I don't know anything about Nathan Fielder except for the time that he went on Conan and brought Susan Sarandon on as well. That's the only thing I know about Nathan Fielder. Assuming that is Nathan Fielder. Maybe that's Nathan Felder? How do you feel about almost being done with this? I'm excited to start another one after this. Damn, I was right on with where the picture was gonna be taken. Maybe I saw it in a screen cap or something.